Hi everyone, I'm Chris.
And this is Milton with the Sports Truth.
The truth will set you free. So I think last week or 2 weeks ago we had that huge 3-hour thing with all those views.
The 3-hour bonanza.
Yeah, I'm
that
glad
was a
you
lot
guys
of fun.
liked it.
I think that's the most fun I've had all year.
I think that's my favorite
all season.
one.
Yeah,
it is.
sure.
It's all season for sure.
Yeah, a lot of it was off the cuff.
We might do that again sometime. It's good to have Sean McVay on there and reveal his secrets because now he's in the Super Bowl. I mean, we were gonna have an interviewer, but they were too busy.
Exactly.
So Milton,
yeah,
tell me, what do you think about Rodgers getting his 4th MVP?
I think it was a 2-man race between him and Brady.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I can't think of anybody else that you'd want to throw in there for the MVP race. And
stats wise, didn't Mahomes have like 48, or is it Stafford who had 48 some touchdowns, or 42?
I don't know.
Someone had 40 plus touchdowns and 5,000 yards. I think it was.
It was Stafford,
wasn't it? Actually, no. How many yards did Herbert have? Didn't he have 4,000?
Yeah, Herbert was up there too.
Yeah,
I guess you could throw Herbert in there too, but with Brady and Rodgers, they went to the playoffs. And
yeah, it's not. It's not really fair.
And the Chargers didn't.
Yeah, that's the only thing I don't like about the MVP voting is like the playoffs also play into that.
Yeah,
which I don't understand because isn't it supposed to be just like the regular season?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh well. In other news, guys, did you know that Niners fans are on suicide watch? I'm kidding. I'm poking fun. No. Did you know that Kyler Murray unsubscribed from the Cardinals? Was it Facebook or Twitter, whatever it is?
Yeah, some type of social media
I feel
thing.
like he's gonna leave. Like, did you see that shitty Pro Bowl performance by him? He threw a couple picks.
Really?
And he wasn't even trying. I was like, oh, Murray, just go to another team that's better. Just get rid of Cliff.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of it is posturing for his new contract coming up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that.
I don't think the Cards will sign him.
You have to.
Why do you have to? Why? Tell me why the Cardinals front office has to sign him.
Because it's the only thing that they have going for them.
How much do you think they're gonna pay him?
Oh, the $40 million a year thing.
Hell no, they're gonna do a 7-year, freaking.
$500 million.
No, that's Mahomes. They're gonna do like a 7-year, because I think that's the maximum, right? Isn't it 7 or 10 years contract? Because I know Mahomes
10 years,
did 10.
He did a 10-year, yeah.
I think. Okay, here's my prediction, guys. Sorry, Cardinals fans. 7 years and all your cap space is gonna be like $250 million to keep him.
Yeah, I think that's part of the problem with Rodgers right now signing him to a big deal is that all of a sudden you're going to have to start getting rid of defensive players.
Can't believe did they really re-sign Rodgers?
No, they haven't yet.
They're not going to. They're gonna release him.
Yeah.
What team do you think he's going to?
There's a couple different potential teams he could go to. I'm sure maybe.
I know which ones you want.
The 49ers.
Niners, yeah.
Yeah, I guess it caused a rift between Shanahan and Matt LaFleur.
Yeah.
Shanahan asking LaFleur.
For what? About Rodgers?
About Rodgers, yeah.
So did he seriously ask him behind the scenes? Like asking him?
Yeah, this was the morning of the draft.
Oh.
Yeah, so they had
that controversy already? Jeez.
Yeah.
The other team, the Saints, could use Rodgers.
Yeah, Saints.
Who else needs a quarterback?
You know what? I mean, the Colts. In fact, they put up a billboard saying for Rodgers to come there.
Yeah, so Rodgers isn't spoiled for choice. He could go anywhere and make more money, right?
Yeah.
And have more respect.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, there's the Broncos who...
I was about to say, the Broncos.
Who seem to only be missing a quarterback because their defense is really good and they got some nice offensive weapons.
Well, the issue is you have to go against freaking...
Yeah.
The AFC West.
Go against Herbert and Mahomes twice a year.
Stop talking... No. Stop. Insulting my boy, Derek Carr.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to insult him.
And Josh Jacobs, man.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's
kind of rough to go against the AFC West.
Best route is to go NFC instead of AFC, and that's why there's a nice home for him in San Francisco.
Oh my God, Niners or Saints, huh?
Yeah. Either Niners or Saints.
Because... Hey, you want to hear the nightmare scenario? I know. Sorry, guys. I have to give him a little bit of a migraine. Right. So Russ leaves the Seahawks to the Saints, and then Rodgers comes to the Seahawks just to screw you over. Just to screw you over twice a year.
Oh, he wouldn't be screwing us twice a year because we beat him both times.
I know. You know what I'm saying, though. Yeah. That would be funny.
That is an option, but I don't think a very smart one.
Do you think Russ is going to leave to the Saints? Or is he just bluffing to get more money?
No, I think he's out.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're telling me that we have 3, air quote, elite and veteran quarterbacks who could all potentially journey?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And the draft is what, one good quarterback, right? This year?
One decent quarterback.
Decent?
Yeah.
Not even good?
No, because if he was good, he'd be going in the top 5 pick or
he's not even 1. Top 5, is he?
No.
What is he, top 10?
Top 10.
Oh, God.
If that. Yeah.
So you're saying it's like the perfect year to journey. Be a genuine quarterback.
Yeah, for sure. Just the demand for quarterback because of the weak quarterback draft makes the free agents like Rodgers and Russell Wilson.
Yeah, and
Jimmy G.
Yeah, you want to get rid of him.
Yeah.
And Tom Brady when he comes out of retirement. I'm calling it. Come on, his wife. Oh yeah, his wife stopped him. Okay. I don't know about that one.
I just think this is the thing with Tom Brady.
Yeah, he always wants another one.
Yeah, he wants another one, but he realizes he can't come back to the Bucs. They did it for one more year, so they're gonna have trouble keeping everybody.
Yeah.
So that's why he can't go back there.
No.
And so
he's retiring, so he can go to another team.
Yeah,
just like Favre did.
So I think it makes perfect sense to go to the 49ers after they deal with their free agents, keep the right ones.
Yeah.
I mean, you telling me if Tom Brady was in that game 2 weeks ago that they wouldn't have beat the Rams? I mean,
no, they would have.
They lost by 3 points despite Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm glad that in a way Mina Kimes was right.
Yeah.
And that Jeff Garcia was a dumbass.
Yeah.
Because he, do you remember that controversy?
Yeah, Jeff Garcia. I remember Jeff Garcia, the quarterback.
No, but he was saying that,
what did he say?
That people are hard on Jimmy G and that what does Mina Kimes knows because she's never played football.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Offended. Anyway. Nah, I just think this whole thing is weird. Can you imagine a 3-way trade or like a 3-way free agent shuffle? They all go to each other's teams. That'd be funny. I just find that funny. If Russ goes to a certain team and then Rodgers goes to another and just like a triangle.
Oh yeah,
that'd be funny. And then the Niners get screwed and don't have anyone.
What about Rodgers going to the Bucs? He would be playing in a weak division, right? Which is the same division that he plays in right now, the NFC North. So why not go to the NFC South? You're not going to have any. You don't have any resistance there.
Yeah,
and you still have Mike Evans and Godwin,
and a few of the defensive players. At least.
Yeah, a few of the defensive players.
I don't know, man. Rodgers to the Broncos.
Yeah.
Is this because Manning went there and won a Super Bowl? And it wasn't even Manning that got them the Super Bowl. It was the defense. So if you have a game manager like Rodgers, just like Manning was a game manager, right? You can win a Super Bowl, correct?
Yeah.
And let the defense win the Super Bowl for you.
I think it makes perfect sense for Rodgers and Brady to go to the San Francisco 49ers. They can.
You're just being a homer now. No, it does make sense, but at the same time, that's like a homer talking.
It solves everybody's problems. The 49ers get to a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Those guys get to a Super Bowl, which is what Rodgers wants to do. If you can't beat them, join them. That whole saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, obviously, Rodgers can't beat the 49ers, so just join them. And, they would be unreal. If Rodgers having Ayuk and Deebo Samuels and Kittles, besides having the run game, then I wouldn't mind passing. I would still want it to be like 60-40 running, because then that 40% passing would be so strong. They would never be off the field. And then you'd have this 49er defense that would be fresh and ready to go on the field and just terrorize people.
You mean the Niners defense that literally held back most of the number one wide receivers in the playoffs?
Yeah.
Literally
except
shut
when
them
they got
down.
the cup.
Well, it's Cup, dude. I already told you he's MVP in my mind.
Yeah.
Or at least offensive player.
That would have been
Cup. Yeah.
That would have been an interesting MVP. They need to make the MVP more than just a quarterback award.
Well, it's not really a quarterback award. It's just the fact that the last other position player who won was Adrian Peterson in 2012.
Oh yeah, I think you have to go above and beyond as another position. Yeah, to where you're doing 2,000 yards rushing,
and then you get it.
Yeah.
Which makes no sense, because that means... So you're telling me that a QB has to throw for 6,000 yards, then, if it was another position, to get MVP?
Pretty much.
Okay, now I can see it's kind of unfair.
Yeah.
Freaking Rodgers won it again. 4-time MVP. Come on, man. Still hasn't won 2 Super Bowls. He only has 1.
Hey, come to the 49ers, and you can win yourself a Super Bowl.
Exactly. You need two Super Bowls.
They run the same offense, so...
yeah, aren't they the same... Because isn't their coaches disciples?
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of disciples... Speaking of disciples, so you told me the Super Bowl was between 2 coaches that were... Sean McVay is the one who taught...
Yeah, Sean McVay and Matt LaFleur were under Kyle Shanahan.
No. I'm saying the Super Bowl. Bengals versus Rams.
What about
The Bengals coach is under the same tree as Sean McVay, right? You told me.
Yeah.
Sean McVay taught him, right?
Yes.
Trained him?
Yes.
Oh, great.
That's all right.
Time for a blowout. I know all your moves.
Yeah, but...
But...
Burrow is the X factor.
Juro.
Yeah, Juro. You remember that guy?
Juro.
I combined the Joe and the
Tiger King. Juro. He is a Tiger King, though. So, if you want to move on to the next segment of your... what you think the... Because, there's the Hall of Fame voting, I think, today or tomorrow. I'm getting in. Who's your top 3... football players who deserve to be in the Hall of Fame that are not in the Hall of Fame?
Can I be a little bit of a homer?
Yeah, no, it's your list. Go ahead and be a homer.
Okay.
Who's number 3 at least? Number 1 is your number 1. Who's number 3? Who deserves to be?
Okay, so obviously we'll start with Roger Craig. Okay.
So he's your number 1.
He's number 1.
Okay.
I mean, not only for the 49ers, but for in general. I mean, he set the standards that all other running backs.
Dual threat running back.
Yeah, so every time like a running back does something amazing, they always refer back to Roger Craig, because Roger Craig was the first running back to have 1,000 yards receiving, 1,000 yards rushing. He was dominant for 5 years between 85 and 90. He won 3 Super Bowls. He was winning Super Bowls before Jerry Rice got there. So if Joe Montana is in the Hall of Fame and Jerry Rice is in the Hall of Fame, I just think with the 4 or 5 Super Bowls that the Niners won, that there needs to be more Niners involved in the Super Bowl, in the Hall of Fame.
Right.
So yeah, and then another one that needs to be in there from the same team is John Taylor. He was so amazing. I just think it hurts that he was playing with the greatest wide receiver of all time, but he was the one who caught the winning touchdown against the Bengals, and he is responsible for winning 3 Super Bowls.
So 1988.
Yeah,
that's the last time the Bengals won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, or went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, or win. I mean.
Yeah. So.
We're in it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then if I'm gonna throw a third 49ers in there, I'm gonna put Brent Jones.
Never heard of him.
Oh, okay.
This is why he's not in there. If I haven't heard of him, that's why he's not in there.
Yeah,
I'm kidding. Go ahead, tell me who he is. I want to know.
No, I mean just an amazing, probably the best tight end that the 49ers have ever had. Sorry, Dwight Clark, rest in peace.
And sorry, Kittle.
And yeah,
how dare you insult Kittle like that?
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
Brent Jones.
You're being a homer.
Yeah, I mean he was more part. I mean he was under
who?
Montana and then Steve Young. So
he had both.
He had both. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So I mean, if Steve Young is in the Hall of Fame and Joe Montana is in the Hall of Fame, and Jerry Rice is in the Hall of Fame, why aren't there more other 49ers in the Hall of Fame? I mean, they just didn't throw to Jerry Rice. They threw most of it to Jerry Rice. but they did throw it, but they did give it to Roger Craig. They did give it to Taylor.
Yeah.
and also Brent Jones. So there's a lot of offensive weapons.
So you're saying that whole Niner offense had Hall of Fame caliber players, but some of them aren't in the Hall of Fame. But they are Hall of Fame caliber.
Absolutely.
100%.
That would describe the domination of the time. That describes what I want to say, the firepower.
All the blowouts.
The blowouts, exactly.
Because you had all Hall of Famers.
Yeah, when you beat the Broncos 55-10, you know.
In the Super Bowl?
In the Super Bowl, yeah, that was the fourth Super Bowl.
Which one was that?
That was against John Elway.
Has John Elway ever forgiven himself for that embarrassment?
So. That was probably the strongest offensive team. So you had Joe Montana, you had Roger Craig, Jerry Rice. John Taylor,
Brent Jones.
Brent Jones, and then Tom Rathman. I mean, you might even want to consider Tom Rathman because he sort of revolutionized the fullback position. It wasn't just blocking, but you know.
So the first juice, good.
Yeah, first juice. But used like all the time. I mean, really? Catching out of the backfield. That was a really special team.
I bet it was. How about their O-line?
Yeah, I mean, their O-line was really good, too. I mean, back then, you could sort of still buy your team. Yeah, I think free agency hit 93, but it took a few years to feel the ramifications of the free agency. Yeah.
So explain to me, for us young people who never have lived without the free agency, what it's like back in NFL before free agency. So when you got drafted to a team, that was it? You could never leave except by trade?
No. That's a good question.
Like your forever family?
Yeah. I mean, you stayed with the team for a while.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
Unless the team didn't want you, then you could move.
Yeah, but if you got on a team and you were high draft pick, you're basically stuck there for a long time.
Yeah.
Back then.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So you hope to land on a good team.
It's unfortunate.
So... Yeah, so there's a lot of hires, right, for...
Yeah, we're about to get in that next segment. Yeah. All those hires for new coaching positions, because all the firings.
Yeah. So, Houston Texans, they fired a black coach, which was David Culley. And then...
They keep firing black coaches. It's like 2 or 3 now. Like, what happened to the what's it clause called? Something clause.
Oh, the Rooney clause?
Yeah, the Rooney clause.
Yeah, the Rooney rule, as they call it. Yeah. It just means that you have to bring them in to interview, even though you know you're not going to hire them.
As bad as that sounds, what you just said. That was pretty rude, but understandable.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they did to Brian Flores, and that's why he has an NFL lawsuit going against the NFL for not giving...
Well, good luck with that. All that money and lawyers they have. Good luck.
Yeah.
You're never going to run out of money.
And I get it, because, like, why do you keep hiring people like Adam Gase, you know?
He's bad.
He is bad. So why not give a chance to an up-and-coming young black coach, you know?
Because they don't care. Obviously.
Yeah. So
who else got...
the offensive coordinator for the 49ers, I don't even really know him because Shanahan...
what happened to him?
He got hired by the Dolphins.
Amazing Grace. What the heck is going on?
I mean, why you would hire someone that doesn't even call the plays for the 49ers?
Yeah,
because Shanahan calls those plays. Yeah. That is a good thing and a bad thing. But yeah, so one thing I did like about him is that he said that he wanted to open up communication with Tua and sort of provide a support system.
And no co-coordinator?
Yeah, no co-coordinators.
Co-coordinator?
Yeah. But I don't know. I don't think the Dolphins are going to go anywhere with him.
Nope.
Yeah. And then there's Lovie Smith, formerly of the Bears.
Yeah, where is he now?
He's the one that got hired by the Texans.
Is he the new head coach?
Yes.
Why are you hiring from the loser Bears to the Texans?
Well, I mean, not even Bears. I mean, he was in college for a while after the Bears let him go. So, I just think that the Texans are sort of in a big mess.
Yeah, they're
that's going to be. Yeah, so they're like, well, why not hire a black coach? You know, I mean, that's not my perspective. That's
I know
they're thinking like.
I'm just saying,
might as well, and then we'll fire him later because his record's going to be terrible because we're the Texans, you know. So
yeah,
I see it as a long-term interim coach for Lovie Smith.
I feel bad for him.
Yeah, and then there's Brian Daboll, which I think the Giants are sort of making the right moves because they got a good GM, and then they got Brian Daboll.
Who's the GM?
I don't remember, but I know he's sort of qualified. And then Daboll is the guy who's calling plays for the Bills. So,
you know who else reminds me of bad coaching hiring decisions? The Chargers. Every time they get a new coach, except Staley, up to now has been shitty.
Yeah, the problem with the Chargers and Staley and Herbert and all that stuff is that the nucleus is one of the best in the NFL, but poor ownership is going to drag that down, and that's one thing I didn't factor in doing that mathematical equation.
The nucleus also includes the owners.
Yeah, exactly. It's like if the
stupid
protons and neutrons are the nucleus, and that electron on the outside is the ownership that's all encompassing of that. So he is such a bad luck. I told that to Matt Guccione. I said, you guys will not win
the Super Bowl
as long as you're here. I think he sort of sidestepped it or whatever. I think deep down he realizes what I'm saying is true. Yeah. So I told him to don the Charger costume on and just rally the base and basically let everybody know that the ownership needs to sell.
Yep.
You know?
They're bad.
Cause a revolution.
Yeah, just like the Texans.
I mean, and who wouldn't want the Chargers? You know, they're in LA.
Yep.
They play in an awesome stadium.
Yep.
Even though it's not their stadium, they're renters and the Rams are their landlord. Yep. You just got to let it go. I mean, it's funny because the poorest owners in the NFL, at least the last time I checked, are the Chargers and the Raiders.
Yeah. Because they're a bunch of tight-fisted.
Yeah, I'm sure the Raiders are on their way to making money just with being in Vegas.
Yeah, they're literally they're in Vegas for God's sake.
With their Reliance Stadium
and the Black Hole.
And the Black Hole, so
AKA Death Star, AKA Raider Nation.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're gonna have a good a good fan base because Las Vegas is called the 7th, 8th island, Hawaii, and Hawaii has a lot of Raider fans. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah. So Josh McDaniels and someone from
he's on the Raiders now, right?
Yeah, and someone from the Patriots organization is the GM.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and I want
the Patriots of the West.
Yeah, they could be the Patriots of the West.
Now the AFC West is stacked and loaded.
And for everyone that knocked on Josh McDaniels back in his Broncos days, you know, that was like 10 years ago. So I'm sure
he got trained by Belichick again.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm terrified of the AFC West. Would you ever want to play in the AFC West?
No,
Hilton?
Definitely not.
What's the matter? You only have Mahomes, Herbert, Derek Carr with Josh McDaniels and fucking Broncos defense that will never let you throw.
Yeah, exactly.
It's fine.
I'm trying to think who else. Did we talk about all the different new coaches? Oh, and another
one, I think.
Yeah, another thing the Giants did is they I forget what his name is. Something like Wink or something like that.
Yeah.
Don Winkle.
Who is he?
He was the defensive coordinator for the Ravens.
Oh.
So now he's on the Giants. So.
You know, these loser organizations are going to keep losing. I don't care if they
coach. No, you're right.
It's the players plus the ownership plus the coaches. I don't care what it says.
Yeah.
It all factors in together. I don't care how good you are.
Wait a minute. I'm trying to think.
You're going to get dragged down.
Who's the coach for the Jaguars?
I forgot.
Can you look that up?
David Gerard. Just kidding. Huh. That was a quarterback.
I remember that. Yeah. Black quarterback, right?
Yep.
I know.
And he had that amazing freaking game-winning Hail Mary. I still remember today. They got batted down by the defender, and it landed right in Maurice Jones-Drew's arms, and they won the game. It was a help with no seconds. It's Doug Peterson.
Oh, Doug Peterson. That's right. That's
From
right.
Where?
Okay.
The Eagles, right?
From the Eagles, yeah.
I think they have a better chance now because my boy Trevor Lawrence actually has a veteran NFL head coach.
Yeah, no, for sure.
College
for sure.
Coach.
I mean, I don't see them going anywhere.
But at least he'll be better. I think he'll be better though.
Yeah, no, for sure.
They're still gonna lose, but at least he'll be better. He'll be watchable.
Yeah.
Such an embarrassment.
The Doug Peterson hire makes sense because he did well with the Eagles, took them to the Super Bowl, went to the playoffs. Yeah. So I mean, I think the whole Carson Wentz thing blew up in his face, but
it always does.
Yeah. So that hire makes sense.
You know what though? I think this is a hot take for me, guys. I'm going to turn to Stephen A. Smith for a second. Joe Burrow is what Trevor Lawrence should have been.
Yes. Yeah.
But he hasn't panned out.
Yeah. I mean, that's my reasoning for thinking that Burrow is going to win the Super Bowl this Sunday. I think, when you get these greats that come in, they only get one chance to do something that's never been done.
Yeah.
So that's how legends are created. Yeah. So, he won the national championship 3 years ago.
And it's literally a movie, guys.
Yeah.
Who else would be the perfect opponent for the Bengals other than the overpowered, stacked and loaded upstart Rams? This is like the ultimate movie villain. Am I right?
Yeah, I know, for sure.
This is literally like a football movie.
They're playing at their place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're a whole loaded team. They're the favorite. Like, come on. They couldn't have scripted any better, right?
Yeah.
Do you agree with me that the Rams are loaded?
Yes, they are loaded.
It's not even fair.
Yeah, on defense, on offense.
Everything.
Yeah, and then the other part of me thinks that did Sean McVay come all this way just to lose?
That's what I'm saying. He might win and beat Burrow.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
But you know what? It's hard to not be on the Burrow train right now.
Everyone's on the Burrow train.
Yeah.
Well, except
I saw a guy at Costco and he was wearing the number 9 Bengals jersey.
Yeah.
And I was like, really?
Yeah.
I'm like, how long you been a Bengals fan?
What did he say?
No, I didn't, because I didn't want to embarrass him and stuff like that. But I imagine
some people
that
might be Bengals fans.
Some. Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, come on.
But he was Mexican too, so that probably even made it less likely. Had he been like,
just because you're half Mexican, Milton, doesn't mean you can judge other Mexicans.
I'm not even Mexican.
That's
I'm
the joke.
Central American, so like But I was talking to somebody and I was like, I was raised Mexican. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't have 1% Mexican blood, but like,
when the mom got the chanclas.
I was raised among the wolves.
Chanclas.
Yeah, exactly.
Run.
When you are raised in Chula Vista and your dad works in Mexico and
that'll do it.
yeah, exactly. And you're
So
away from your
Mexican.
mother country, then you take what's. But
yeah, at the end of the day though, this is literally an NFL movie, guys. I'm telling you. This is literally a movie. As a movie aficionado, right? You agree?
Yeah, I think everyone's cheering for Burrow, and that's why my wife was like, "Did you really want the Niners to go so that everybody in the world would be cheering
against you?"
Yeah. And then you lose, and then you're sad that your team lost for the 3rd time in a row in the Super Bowl, And then I'm like, maybe you're right. I think it'll feel so much better and get rid of that angst I have if the Bengals do win. If the Rams win, then I'll be like, that could have been us, No,
other way around. And that just means the Rams are going to dominate us for the next 5 years. That's what it should tell you. You're be like, son of a bitch, right?
Well,
as a Niners fan.
The quarterback is the most important position.
And Stafford doesn't have that many years left, does he?
He probably has a few years left. 3 to 5.
If they win, is he staying?
Yeah, of course he's staying.
If they lose, is he staying?
Either way, they're staying. They're gonna get committed to him. Yeah.
Why? Just because he threw the cup for like 2,000 trillion yards and shit?
Yeah, exactly. They do have a good chemistry.
Good. He was a triple crown receiving. What are you kidding me?
Great chemistry. Yeah.
Triple crown, dude. I've never seen that except Megatron. When Stafford was throwing to Megatron, he got the triple crown. That was it.
I just think that the Rams mortgaged their future. And they don't have a draft pick, for like the next 4 years.
They don't have a draft pick?
I mean, as far as high-end draft picks. Like the
first 2 rounds?
Yeah, the first couple rounds. So.
Well, it doesn't matter. If they win the Super Bowl, then it's worth it, right?
Yeah, if they win the Super Bowl, it'll buy them some more time. If they lose it, then they'll be in the hole, which is what I'm hoping.
Yeah, because you're a Niners homer.
Yeah.
Wait, don't you own the Rams, though, a little bit, anyway?
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean,
you were 2-0 against them, and then they finally beat you.
6-0, yeah.
I mean, 2-0 this season.
Yeah, 2-0, yeah. And we should have beat them.
We should have been 3-0.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jimmy G. You ruined our Niners fan.
Thanks, Jimmy G. Thanks.
Should have been Trey Lance.
Jacques. Tart whatever.
Tart literally dropped the game winning.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be back for next year.
Really?
He'll be one of the cuts.
Really?
Yeah.
Even though he helped cover a lot of the elite receivers and helped you get to the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't think you recover from shit like that.
Are you sure about that? Because number 43 for the Saints, who let you know who, your boy from the Vikings, get the game-winning overtime. He's still on the Saints. Oh yeah,
he is. You're right.
Are you kidding me, dude? Yeah. After that embarrassment, he's still on the Saints. So
okay. Another one. Saints hired Dennis Allen.
From where?
From within their own organization. He's the defensive coordinator.
Oh God! Pretty good. Well, it's over. I'm sorry, Milton. I'm with you on this. A defensive coordinator going to head coach never works. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's well, I wouldn't say it doesn't work. I would say it's limiting.
It's harder.
Yeah.
You want an offensive coordinator.
But and then Alvin Kamara got arrested because him and his entourage beat up somebody. And you know what? That guy that they beat up probably deserved it because he was probably being a dick to them.
But. Say the but.
But.
Say it.
But.
You shouldn't do that.
Huh?
Yeah.
But no, yeah, of course not.
Just walk away. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
Now, imagine if he's done and they never get him back. Saints are done.
That would be a huge. Yeah, because the NFC South is so open next year.
So the NFC South is the new NFC least.
Yes, definitely. 100%. Because there's no power team in there. At least the NFC East has the Cowboys.
What are you talking about? We all know that the Falcons are the new star. They're the powerhouse. Yeah. They have their greatest player of all time at tight end.
Oh. Yeah, but you need a quarterback to get it to your tight end.
What are you talking about? Matty Ice got to the Super Bowl. They were up 28-3. I don't know what you're talking about.
I saw that game the other day at 28-3.
Yeah.
And I thought all they had to do is just run a couple plays, get that field goal, then they're up
31-3.
No. I mean, I want to say this is when it's closer. The game's closer, and so they would be up
it was
by
3rd and something.
Yeah, so it was 2nd and 11. He dropped back and then got sacked, and then penalty, and then it pushed him out of field goal range.
Yep.
So it would have put him up by 10 with 3 minutes left. And it's not to say that Brady couldn't come back from that, but the likelihood,
Put down.
Shanahan, dude, fucking run the ball.
Again,
dude.
Shanahan,
why are you passing it, you know?
Yeah. Why do you have Matty Ice passing it?
Yeah. So, I mean, there it was like, I mean, any dumbass could just be like, okay, run,
yeah.
Make him use timeouts, milk it some more, kick the field goal, and then now, so, yeah, I mean... I think he's trying to go for the throat, the jugular.
Yeah.
And
cost him.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what's funny though? Every time Tom Brady plays in the Super Bowl, there's always this one huge catch that screws him over. Remember?
Yeah.
It's the Giants, the 2 Giants losses.
Yeah.
The Giants,
on that one it was the Julio Jones.
The Julio Jones catch that was insane.
The best Super Bowl catch I've ever seen because the angle of the ball and he caught it.
That's what I'm saying. It's always against Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Always against Brady.
That should have been the dagger right there.
But no,
because it got him in field goal range. But then, run the clock out, get the 10-point lead, and instead they get pushed out, and then that was so stupid.
That's what I'm saying though. It's always a huge catch against Brady.
It was 28-20. That's what it was.
Yeah.
And then it could have been 31-20.
Yeah, more than 10.
With under 2 minutes to play.
That's more than 10, dude.
It would have.
That's 11.
No, I mean 11. Yeah.
Yeah, it's impossible then, basically.
Yeah.
You have to score 2 touchdowns.
Right.
Yeah, good luck with that. How do you feel, Milton, knowing that Brady got screwed over multiple times in the Super Bowl by catches? It's always one amazing catch.
Yeah.
It's David Tyree, and then I'm trying to remember the other one. The second time Eli beat him. It was in the Colts Stadium, and it was a crazy catch.
Some guy named Manningham or
something
like
that. Yeah, I was like, are you kidding me again? He always loses to bullshit catches. Well, actually, no. The Eagles didn't have... Wait, did the Eagles have a crazy catch from the wide receivers?
The Philly special.
I don't count that. I'm talking about actual wide receiver that had an insane catch.
I don't know, but...
There really wasn't.
That was one of the most fun Super Bowls
I've ever. It was fun. Yeah.
High scoring, back and forth. Whoever had the ball last
was gonna win. Yeah. And it was the Eagles, of course. Brady should have had that though. Should have put Stephon Gilmore in there and should have won the game.
Yeah.
Gilmore.
That's that one, right?
Not Stephon Gilmore. What's his name? Malcolm Butler.
Should have
put Malcolm Butler in.
Wasn't Malcolm Butler the hero that won that intercepted?
Yeah, he picked off the Seahawks, and you were laughing, right? As a Niners fan.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Please tell me you were cheering.
I was loving it.
Okay. I want to know what happened in your mind. Okay, so it's like first and goal or second or whatever, right? They're on the goal line. You're thinking, oh my God, the Seahawks are gonna get this in, right?
Of course.
And then the next play when it was the pick, what was your reaction? I want to know.
I just couldn't believe it. I was like,
why didn't you run it, right?
Yeah.
Everyone I know has always said, why didn't they run it?
Yeah. There's no way you're stopping beast mode from 2 yards out or 1 yard out.
Actually, Milton, I'm going to have to stop you right there. Did you know that throughout the season, the beast mode had problems on 4th and 1, 3rd and 1? Did you know that?
No.
And on goal line formations, he's actually really bad.
Okay. I don't know anyone from Dansville, New York.
Yeah, I want to answer that. So, viewers, listeners, I just dropped an info bomb on Milton. He didn't know that statistically,
but still no
beast
reason.
mode was really bad on short yardage situations. Actually, did you know that, Milton?
No,
that's why they threw it.
I guess he needs space. But I mean, why would you throw it over the middle?
Because they tried the pick play and it didn't work.
Yeah.
Because they knew it was man. So they tried to do the pick and the rub to stop Malcolm Butler, but Malcolm Butler saw this in practice.
Oh yeah.
So he was already running past the rub. They couldn't get the pick on him, and then he got the interception, and it's intercepted at the goal line by Malcolm Butler. I always remember that.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
It was. I've never seen anything like it.
And then I know that's what's his name, the announcer. I forget his name. It's his partner who says, "Are you kidding me? You have Marshawn Lynch on the goal line. You don't run the ball." Anyway, sorry about that, guys. We had to talk about Super Bowls. Speaking of Super Bowls, does Milton have a prediction for the Sundays score?
Yes.
Let me hear it, and then tell me your reasoning, and I'll tell you mine. I'll tell you my percentages. I've been running it in my head all day.
Yeah, I got a 27-24 Bengals win.
By a last-minute field goal?
By a last-minute field goal. Yes, the winner is going to be whatever his name is, the kicker, very confident kicker.
Dude, he's 20 for 20 or 21 for 21 now.
Yeah.
In this playoffs or whatever, or like all year or something. I don't know.
Yeah, no, he's money.
He is literally money. What's your reasoning though? For them being blown out.
It's just yeah. No,
everyone's like the Rams are going to blow them out, like the Bucks blew out the Chiefs.
Burrow. I mean, they've covered 7 straight. How about that for the bettors?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the spread?
It was 4.5. Now it's 4. So now money's going on the Bengals, and that's why the spread has been brought down to 4. It might even go down to 3.5.
Just because of everyone betting on the Bengals?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
So is there a way for me to bet on the Rams with points? Because I know they're not going to lose to the Bengals by more than a touchdown. Is there a way, or do I have to pick a winner and that's it?
Yeah, you pretty much have to pick a winner.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Why can't I do points anymore?
Because there's
Explain the point thing.
Because to do teasers, you need multiple teams, and at this point, there's just 2 of them. So
I have to just say Rams or Bengals.
Yeah.
That sucks. Because I would have taken Rams with points because they're not.
Well, you know what my friend did?
Yeah.
He should have done it for more money, but he combined the Pro Bowl and the Super Bowl. Okay, on a super tease. So
wow.
We looked at the quarterbacks, and then on the AFC, it was Mahomes, Herbert,
Mac Jones.
Yeah,
Mac Jones.
Yeah, and then on the other side, it was Murray and Kirk Cousins and Russell Wilson because Brady didn't want to play or whatever.
Of course not.
And then Rodgers didn't want to play. No. So 2 of the best quarterbacks. So it was
AFC
tilted.
Yeah,
AFC was favored by 1 point.
I picked AFC.
Yeah.
And they won.
And they won by a score. And then on the over-under, it was like 60. And you're like, this is the
Pro Bowl
where they don't tackle.
2-hand touch.
Yeah. So he had all those points. And then he took the Bengals plus a whole bunch of points.
Oh.
And then the over in the game, which with that super tease brings it down to like, you basically just have to win like 20-17 to cover the over.
Oh,
so
okay.
That's how he was able to use. So, or you could have done it with the Rams, giving them a whole bunch of points as well.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's the only way it would have worked.
So for me, knowing all my homework and everything, and thinking about what happened to the Chiefs, did you guys know that the Bengals give up the most sacks in the last 2 games?
Yeah, I mean,
and the Rams have had the most sacks in the last few games. So Burrow's going to be on his back a lot of this game. And he's going to have to pull a Tom Brady, basically, to keep him in the game to win. But knowing the new Joe Cool, right?
Yeah.
What's his name? I think he can do it, but it's gonna be brutal. It really is. I want to be surprised if Burrow gets injured during the game and hides it so he can play the whole game.
Who's that?
Burrow. I want to be surprised if Burrow gets injured during this game and hides it the whole game so he can keep playing. I won't be surprised. If there's any prop bets for how many sacks the Rams are going to get on the Bengals, let me know. Because I will tell you my number right now. Milton?
For what?
Prop bets. Is there any prop bets in the Super Bowl I can do?
Oh, yeah, there's
how many sacks that they're going to get on Burrow? Yeah. I can tell you right now. Want me to say it?
Okay.
They're going to get 7.5.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm telling you right now.
Oh,
the left side of the Bengals, you're laughing, but here's okay. Let me tell you my reasons.
Yeah,
okay. Statistics and percentage. Okay. The left side of the Bengals is one of the worst in the NFL. The right side, which is the left side for the offensive line. The right side of the Rams is the best in the NFL. Tell me what's going to happen, Milton, from a statistics standpoint.
The Rams defensive line
is going to eat them alive. I'm telling you.
Okay.
I mean, you have Black Hulk, for God's sake, against that left tackle who's a turnstile this whole season. You're telling me Black Hulk isn't going to get in?
I think we're going to have to wrap up our podcast. Emily's got some issues going on with her eyes. She's
understandable. All right, well, my final score is going to be Bengals 24 and Rams 20.
Okay, no, that's a good score.
Yeah, but there's going to be 7.5 sacks on Burrow. I'm going to feel bad.
But I was thinking more like 3.5 or 4.
Heck no, dude. Unless they throw screens or quick outs, he's gonna get sacked. I'm telling you, it's a statistical probability.
Yeah, I mean they sacked Brady,
exactly.
They sacked Garoppolo,
exactly. Over and over.
What did they do to the Cardinals?
Murray, they sacked him multiple times, like 3 or 4 times. It's Murray, dude.
So the Von Miller, the
Aaron Donald, Von Miller, and then it was another Rams defensive lineman. Actually, the whole defensive line, all 4 of them are really good.
Lloyd or
they get sacks. Yeah. It's not fair. You need 2 people on Donald alone, so they're going to get one-on-ones.
We will be back here
on Tuesday
with a fully loaded Tuesday podcast where we will interview people. We will talk about the Super Bowl. We will talk about
how wrong we are when the Rams blow the Bengals, because that's another.
We will talk about what the future holds for teams, and so it's going to be the last podcast of the season.
Yep.
And it's going to be a loaded, fun one. Who knows if we'll go 3 hours, but it'll
probably.
Yeah, it'll be a fun one. But an emergency has
arisen.
Yeah.
All right. Well, bye everyone.
Okay.